First of all, we have we're all in the same team on the Cascade account. We have an upcoming employee meeting, and we're going to do this exercise to show Agile. So hopefully it'll be nice outside. We'll go skip rope outside. That's number one. And the second thing is to find out if, and that's a question maybe for you, if we have Agile in a support environment. If that exists already, we want to find that out and see what we can bring to our support environment at Cascade.
First point is that we're going to be very curious. We're going to ask a lot of questions because there are no stupid questions.
And we will share our success and failure with the team. So this way we will share our story.
Okay, and finally we're going to hold back judgment to encourage trust and confidence in everyone.
Excellent.
Yeah, French. Yeah, the first thing is that I would like to increase the repetition. The clarity. Sometimes we have going so fast, and sometimes I'm very convinced that it's not clear all the time, and we need a feedback from the team. That is the first, and create more context for the idea to be shared with the team. That's the two most important things that I retrieve from the meeting today.
From my perspective, what I thought was a lot of the times I encourage everyone to come up with their ideas and put it in place. Sometimes when it doesn't work out, I tend to take the accountability for the team and protect them. So I need to try and find a way how I can make them responsible for, without throwing them under the bus in front of a client, but how can I make sure that ideas are dealt in the right way and that they feel accountable for them and not me take the accountability for messes and stuff like that.
Great.
Less protective.
And that means you're having to let go of control a little bit too.
Yeah.
Less protective. That's good.
Yeah, very good.
I think would be to have our team to think outside the box.
Yeah.
You have to bring innovation, and then try not to be afraid of ideas. People think sometimes bring ideas, but trying new things, they would tend to fear. But most probably, it's more we encourage people to bring more ideas. Not to fail. Basically, failing is not a mistake, but learning from a failure and trying again to try to do more out of the failure. That's basically what we want to be.
Having a team of three, and we all three have three different views, to become more agile. So let's see if I start with me and then probably Nancy will continue on that. So I think I follow the third principle of the agile, which is the self-direction. So I feel it's very much in line with my nature, and I don't wait for anybody to guide me or direct me. I think I know what my knowledge, what is my capability, what are my positive things. Yes, I'm open to take the ideas from other one as well, but in order to become more agile, following the third principle of the agile, I will start something in that direction. Let's say if I'm working on a particular technology on a project, so more or less we are doing the same thing again and again. Sometimes the project is complex or the issue is complex, or sometimes it's simple, but more or less it revolves around that area. So after spending so many years and playing different role and different parts into the technology, I think I will, rather than waiting for someone, I will take one step forward, and from tonight onwards I will explore some other areas that how can I add something into that, add some more value which is beneficial for me, my career, for IBM project and the client, all of them. Let's say probably I'll just give you an example. Probably let's say if I'm working in a technology like SAP, probably I can get in touch with the IBM software lab, and they are working on so many innovations. So I have a rich experience in particular technology, so I can interact with them. I can find out is there any area where I can work on the innovation, which I can develop something, we can bring in something which can add value to IBM, to client, and to myself. So this is the first thing I'm going to do, and definitely I'm going to do it tonight only. So that's the third principle of Agile.
Yeah, so I'll take the second option. So what exactly we are doing here, let me take my present situation. So I'm specialized in one module, and I'm facing the client, and we have 5 modules. So it's not that the person who I am here should face the client all the time. So we have a team in the global. So why can't I just put the questions to the team and listen and observe the answer what they have given. And then what we are going to do is we are going to try this solution and check it out whether this comes as per our requirement. So if that is fine, then yes. So I think I better go for best listener and observer.
Hi, okay, I want to talk about clarity for the next month. Want to be agile on that is in my job role I write technical spec, and sometimes when it's done the programmers will we go over the requirement and the design, and I say, is everything okay, and you have questions? He said no, it's fine. So maybe I will, to make one step further, I will say, could you repeat what the requirement is, so that will be more clear, and then he will stay in the course. That's it.
Sylvain and I were talking. In context of our own customer, we found that one of the biggest issues that we have is dealing with this us versus them mentality. It tends to lead to an antagonistic sort of approach. Very self-defeating and very difficult to get anything useful accomplished. We had thought that turn that around. Instead of automatically criticizing or saying, okay, you've given us your perspective, now listen to the experts. Instead of doing that, sit down with them and educate and be educated. Be educated about, listen to them, explain their position, explain their business, explain what it is they're asking us for, and at the same time, in reverse, we can explain to them what we're offering, processes, approaches, methods, whatever that we can offer.
Yes, at the same time, that's how we can gain their trust, and being educated, being listening to them listening to us. That's how we can work together much more efficiently. Be agile.
What we are doing most is to identify the topic of interest, and the one that we found really is the requirement that we get from clients. Very often, what they're asking us is not necessarily what they need. But as per the standard, we have to move forward on what they ask. So what we trying to do, we need to do more and more is to go to them, challenge them to have a new adaptable way to what they agree to based on questions, and from there we implement properly, and with the trust that they will have enough to come to them with the appropriate solution.
Good.
So we've done it sometimes and we were satisfied, but we just it's doing it as per the plan. We're not supposed to go to the challenge.
Excellent.
Yeah, so in terms of what you're going to do things differently, so going to the coming up with the new solutions, we're just not going to focus mainly in our own team. We try to go beyond that, look to see what's what other solutions, look for the best possible solution inside and outside the team. And
also, we will share the idea, what we found out with the team. More they are talking, more information we can find out, and we will come and we will not be afraid to come with new solutions and to introduce the new solution for the best.
Yeah, and also encourage the team to come up with their own ideas, not to be limited to what we tell them to do. Always look for try to improve whatever it is that they're doing, the process, and at the same time make it very clear with the extra deciding extra power they have in terms of coming up with the solutions. They should also make sure there is an accountability, like every time everyone needs to know, okay, that comes with the responsibility.
Excellent.